Hello guys, this is Reese from Bommarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan SEL R-Line Turbo 4Motion. This particular one is sandstone gray on the exterior with amber brown leather interior. It features a 268 horsepower engine, LED light bars on the front and an illuminated front logo, the R-Line badge right here. You also have this gloss black finish on the air intakes and also down below. Park distance sensors front and rear, power folding mirrors, body colored mirror caps. You also have body colored panels down at the base of the doors here. 20-inch machine black and silver alloy wheels. You do also have a silver roof rail up here, the silver hockey stick that goes from the back all the way up to the A-pillar up front here. Tinted windows on this one. A panoramic sunroof. You have these 3D tail lights back here. They actually do a light animation when you unlock the car as well, with an illuminated rear logo, vertical reflectors on the back here, and this diamond pattern gloss black panel on the back of the bumper here. It says SEL Turbo off to the left and 4Motion off to the right, and Tiguan beneath the illuminated logo right there. That's how you know this is the 2026 and not the 2025. It says SEL, and there's actually a turbo badge added on right there. You also have gloss black finish around the spoiler on the back here. Let's take a look at the inside. As we open this up here, here's that amber brown leatherette on the door panel here, black leatherette down here, bottle storage in the door. You do also have black leather seats here. I'm sorry, black and brown on the leather seats here. The brown is going to be leather with this hexagon stitch here. The black part is going to be leatherette on the bolster here with contrast stitching. 3-seat memory here with a power lumbar down here, forward, back, up and down, and then seat adjust. You do have a power lift gate here on the door. I was going to skip over that. But you have the power lift gate from the driver's seat there. You can actually lift up and open the hatch, and then lift up and hold will close the hatch. Very nice. Stainless steel scuff plate right here that says R on it for the Tiguan R-Line right there. Stainless steel pedal caps as well. And as we go ahead and climb in here, just like the 2025 was, everything else is going to be the same in here with the exception of that monstrous engine upgrade. You do have 268 horse in this one versus 201 in the 2025 model. You do have American walnut across the dash, actual walnut wood, a 15-inch screen right here, and you do also have the R-Line steering wheel here with the sport grip at 9 and 3. Now, this car did come without paddle shifters on it. Later production models will have paddle shifters. This one will have a window credit for the paddle shifters of $100, but this one won't have them. But future models in this production year will have them. Flat bottom leather wrap steering wheel here with the R-Line badge down at the base of the steering wheel here. You also have silver spokes on the steering wheel here. And back to that paddle shifter credit. If the paddle shifters are really important to you, make sure you look at the window sticker. There will be on the options section a $100 credit if the paddle shifters are missing. If there isn't a $100 credit, you're good. You're gonna have paddle shifters with your car as long as it's a 2026. So make sure you check for that if that's important to you. You do also have a head-up display right here. You can see it flickering in the windshield right there. It's gonna do dynamic road sign display, next turn, directions there for navigation, and then also your speed, and it's also showing the adaptive cruise control icon there as well. You do also have your wipers now on the left side, just like you did in 2025. Rain sensing wipers. The wiper stalk is also your turn signal stalk here, but you do have wiper wash on the tip here, and then you also have rear washer or wiper wash here, and also camera wash right there. You do have volume control on the left, song skip and preset skip on the right, as well as your heated steering wheel button right there. So I just turned on the heated steering wheel. You do also have climate control options down here. You do have a backlit slider down at the base here, so you can see this at night. Your volume control in the middle, temperatures are off to the sides. You do also have navigation on this one, and an auto start stop system. So by that being illuminated yellow, I know I have it deactivated so it won't shut off while I'm idling. You do have this typical 8-button setup with the 8 cube icon here to get you to your widgets. You have IDA. You also have climate control, your legal notices, navigation, and all that good stuff right here. Wireless app connect, so you're going to be able to do Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wirelessly down here. The wireless charger stays down here on the side. You do have it right there. There's a little clip right there to put your phone in and have it charge. You do have heated and ventilated seats for both driver and passenger, both sides here. So they start on high, then medium, then low, then off, just by tapping a button there. And then you do also have, as I said, a heated steering wheel in this one. The big deal about this one, though, the big difference is there is a massage seat button. There's a massage button on the side of the seat, and there's also, if I can go to seats here, right here, massage for both driver and front passenger. Over here on this side, 3-seat memory, massage button down on the side with power lumbar, forward, back, up, and down. And the seat is the absolute opposite of the driver's seat, but you get all the same functions as the driver does. And that headrest that nests right there, it's manually adjusted here with the button here, but it nests nicely in the backrest there. But this guy right here, I tell you what, this is a game changer. So you can do waves, lumbar, shoulders, circles, upward strokes, tapping, relaxation, back activation. You can do all these different things here. You can change the duration as well, and also the intensity. So this is really, really cool. This is a game changer for this segment. This beats out everything else in the class for that. You do also have an auto dimming home link mirror up here with 3-door garage door memory and a digital compass off to the side there. You do have, let me go back to climate here. I'm going to show you something else here. You have this climate screen here where you can do auto. You also have air care, which is your air filtration system. It scrubs the air before it circulates it in the cabin so you don't smell outside odors. You do also have the fan speed here where you can adjust this guy here. And also you can adjust your temperature, and it changes from red to blue, from heat to cool. Very cool. Then there's this quick button here that pops up and gives you this little pop-up window inside of whatever screen you're on to give you quick access to climate control, and it disappears after about 5 seconds. So you have that as well. The home button is going to take you back to here. You have 3 pages of screens here, so I can swipe across. Here's my next screen. I have driving data. I have trip information on those 2 pages. I have my vehicle status, tires, oil level, and then service. So I got that as well. And then if I swipe to the next page, there's my radio, also steering angle. Being this is an all-wheel drive car, it's going to have steering angle, elevation, hill descent control. I can turn it on and off, and electronic stability control, and also my oil temperature, and I can toggle the coolant temperature, and I can toggle here to compass. So I've got all of these good things here, and then I drop down here, and I can change this from dark to light. I personally like the dark, so I'm leaving on dark, but you can also add favorites there. You have these widgets up here, and I can actually add stuff here as well, and I just tap done to get out of that. But the screen here, this is very nice stuff here. Power button down here to turn on and off. You have vents down here, of course. You have cup holders here. They're stadium seat style, so this one's taller than this one here, so you don't have lids battling for supremacy on the way home from the drive-thru. You got storage for pins, coins, what have you there. Your push button start is right here, and then your e-brake is over on the other side. Now, back to the screen here, I'm going to show you something else. You get ambient light. So you've got these different modes here. So if I pick one of these, the knob color changes. Infinity, you can see that there. Eternity, the color changed to green. The knob changed to green. Desire, blue. Everything's blue. Euphoria is red. It's red up here and over here. And Vitality is yellow. Now, what's cool about this is you go with Euphoria, which is going to be an energetic one. It's going to change how the music sounds as well. And when I talk about the sound, you do have Harman Kardon audio in this car. I'll go over that in a minute. Actually, I'll just go to that real quick here. So we're going to go to sound, and then your Harman Kardon setup right here. It will actually change the tone of things depending on the mood that you select or the atmosphere that you select there. Now, I'm going to X out of that, and I'm going to go back to atmospheres here. We'll go back down. We'll go back to ambient lighting right here, and we're going to go to atmospheres or moods, and then I can change it to custom. I always default to purple. But it's Halloween, so I'm going to go orange and purple, just like that. Pretty cool. So the footwell lighting is going to be orange. Top part's going to be purple. So I have that there. It's purple up here, purple all the way around. and the knob is purple. I can also touch the knob and swipe across to do my drive modes, and then I can twist. So there's custom, off-road, snow, and then eco and sport. I have all those different ones there. So eco's going to turn off the auto start stop, so I'll just reactivate that and took it off of eco, and I can tag back over to atmospheres here and go with minimal, energetic, nature, joy, lounge, and then it changes the color to whichever one I pick here. But if I go back to me, it's back on me down here and the colors that I selected. 2 USB-Cs down here that are backlit so I can see them at night. The wireless chargers right there, it just clips right there. And then I'm going to show you this little storage tray right here. It pops out. There's a 12-volt charger port right here. I'm trying to get that to snap in there. There we go. Do that with one hand while filming. So I have storage in here in this little removable tray. This armrest does lock in place as well. So I can lock that up, down, back, and forward right there. That's pretty cool. The glove box here, the manuals are in there. Bottle storage and the door over here as well. Ambient lighting goes into this panel right here and actually into the doors. You can see it there, as well as the door arch right here and the contours down here and the knob. So you have that in multiple places there. There's the key fob, that nice chunky key fob right there. There's your unlock, trunk release, and a hatch open there. Lock here, remote start, and panic alarm, and then the VW logo on the back side. It's a nice chunky key fob there though. So this one does also have, if we go to, I'm gonna go down, whoops, there's my lane assist. I also have speed warning, side assist, rear traffic alert, front assist, and I can actually close out of that too. So I have different safety features as well. And they show up here, and I also have seat belt warnings here. And then it also shows that my headlights are on this little animation for the adaptive cruise control. If I hit view, I can change it to where I have navigation. I now have navigation in both places. And then I have this guy right here where I can do similar to the Golf R screen right there. I got a speedometer and tachometer there, and then I have this guy right here. It says Harman Kardon on the A-pillar speakers there, and then there's a panoramic sunroof right here with a power sunshade. I'm going to open up the sunroof here so you can see that. That pane of glass stacks on top of that one back there. It's tinted glass with a pop-up windscreen right there. I do have capacitive touch dome lights as well right there to tap and open or turn on and turn off. And then to close that sunroof, I just swipe from the back to the front. Whoops. Swipe from back to front, and that's going to close. Same with the sunshade. Let's take a look at the back seats. Here's a look at those wheels. This color is by far the most popular color for this car. Green would be second. This one comes in at $45,466. Extras on this one include $405 for the auto dimming home link mirror, $305 for a 3rd year prepaid maintenance, $296 for monster mats for the second row and front row, and a heavy duty trunk liner. And there is that $100. It's a negative $100 charge for it says credit issued. Vehicle is not equipped with steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. $14.75 for destination brings you to $45,466. So you open up the back here. Storage down here on the side right here. There's a look at your seats. The 2 outboard seats are going to be heated. Leatherette back here on the door panel. There's also ambient light that comes back here. And then leatherette down here on the arm pad with bottle storage there. These little storage cubbies here are not impacted by the door opening or shutting. So that's nice. As we climb in here, I'm wearing street clothes today, guys, because I came in on a day off on my vacation to film this because I was concerned this car would not be here by the time I got back to work. So there's a look up front from the back. There's your panoramic sunroof, your vents back here for your rear passengers, and they actually have climate control back here where they can control temperature. They also have capacitive touch for the heated seats, the 2 outboard seats that start on high, then medium, then low, then off. 2 USB-Cs that are backlit right there. And then you do also have car seat hookups here and over here on this side. Fold down armrest in the middle, squishy yet firm, cup holders right there. Adjustable headrests for all 3 seats right here. The 2 outboard seats are going to be two-tone with the amber brown and black. Very nice. So there's also a privacy cover already in this one. It says Harman Kardon in the speakers in the back door as well. And you can barely see the ambient light coming through, but it does come through back here as well. There it is up front there. And actually it's showing up. I can't tell if it's showing up on camera or not. Maybe these do not light up, but you can see ambient light right here. I think these light up as well, but it's hard to see during the daytime. So let's take a look at the back hatch. There's a look at your wheels again right there. IQ light. And you just squeeze right where the G and the U are to open that hatch. Here's a look through from the back to the front, over the privacy cover and in. There you go, right there. This is just like the Golf GTI with the privacy covers right here. And then you do also have cargo blocks here, monster mats here, and storage on the left and right side with a recessed trunk light on either side and a 12-volt charger port right there. Another one. Get that right there. And then you also have seat pulls on the left and on the right. There's your button to close right there. This car will come with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty on it from Volkswagen. It's 4 years, 50,000 miles, and include 3 years of included maintenance. Also, if you buy from me, remember to ask for Reese. You're going to get a 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide engine and powertrain warranty free of charge, as well as an additional 3 years of free maintenance for a total of 6. So if you're interested in this car or another one like it, give me a call, 636-290-4257, 636-290-4257. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram at Reese Sells Cars. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day.